Hello folks, Ryan back with another video, and today we are taking on Mergo's wet nurse in the nightmare at Mergo's loft, middle. Okay, and here, we just came back from where, we fought Mikolash, and if we go up here, there's not much over here, but a nice, incredibly creepy view. And up here, to our right, there are going to be some strange, more strange creatures, some dog crows and crow dogs, and all that. Just really have to appreciate the architecture, especially in this area. Okay, we have 6 bloodstone chunks. Right now, our weapon is at 9, so we just gotta get a blood rock. And I am going to go over that area where the blood rock is, before we get to the boss battle. Because if not, this will be, a bit of a quick video. And as much as I like that, I want to make sure I get them, most out of the episode. And here we can see just some mini Shadows of Yharnam. Not near as much health as the original, but there's going to be another one up here. That shoots fireballs, of course, the mandatory fireball thrower. The sorcerer. Take him out. He'll trap himself in the corner, of course. And he was only 3 blood vials. Good, good. And here there are going to be a lot of pig creatures. Unless one of the other pigs comes around, I'm just going to fight this guy here. Now they do a lot of damage, but it's not like I don't think it'll kill you in one hit or anything. If I'm careful. There we go. And now there are going to be 2 more pigs. But I do want to show you that other route to make sure I get the most out of this. But this little area, it's mostly pretty linear. And I could very well die instantly from these guys, but, well, that's part of the experience, isn't it? Okay, I'll just try to lure him out, so I don't have to fight 2 at once. Though it's just a bit of a painful experience for everyone involved. Here we go. Just have to be careful not to get caught in any of his running attacks. There we go. And we should get him in 1 or 2 more hits. And there we go. Okay, now we've only got 1 to deal with over there. And they give a whopping about 9,400 and some blood echoes, so that's not bad. And as you can see, there is a whole party of shadows over there, so we'll worry about them after this pig though. There we go. Take a couple more hits, and there we go. Get some of our health back. And more blood vials. Here we can find some cold blood, more cold blood. And we do have to be careful with this many these shadows. So I'm gonna try to collectively hit them with Molotovs. Didn't work too well because they don't seem to be too weak to fire. So that was good timing, thankfully. Not terrible. Here we go. Okay, cool. Now we just have to deal with the fire ones. And okay, now we just got 1 to deal with over here. Take out this fella. Okay. And now I'm not going to go back this way. Because it doesn't really make too much sense. So I'm still going to cover it, but just in the opposite direction. So if I go over here, where I said I would go in a second, there's a little area I can drop down to. There's going to be one of those little creatures carrying some blood chunks that can be useful. I know I can't use them for this weapon, possibly for my hunter's pistol. So it doesn't hurt to get the extra ones. 3. So I currently have 9, so not too bad. really just have to appreciate this view. And the giant moon in the distance. It really feels like it blinds you in real life, but without the actual pain. And then over here, there's going to be a couple more shadows. I'll try to take out this fella first. Sorry, sir. And oops, he's just got just a little bit of health. I don't want to get trapped in the corner, but okay, there we go. He is dead. More and more blood vials. Good, good. Keep him coming. Then a couple more bloodstone chunks. That is 11 now. It's a good amount. Okay, and so this kind of loops around, and we can unlock this shortcut to the boss battle. And up here we can actually see the Yarnum, the Temerian Queen, and I think her name is Yarnum. I think that's why Yarnum is called what it is. And that's pretty straightforward where the boss battle is. And I think it was in this chest actually. Aha, Yusefka's blood vial. Then if we go over here, we can unlock, we can open this elevator, go down, and we'll go right down to where we started pretty much. And yeah, that's right where we came from. But there is this elevator that leads down to where Mikolash is. But if we're very careful with our timing, we can hop down here and encounter a secret area and get our blood rock. Here we go. And we're going to definitely need these sedatives ready because there's going to be a couple creatures that will definitely cause some serious frenzy. So inflicted organ. So I'm actually not going to fight them. It's honestly not worth it. No matter what playthrough it is, I don't think it's worth it to try to fight these creatures. And if you're in their view, I mean, don't stress about it. Just do your best to run through and use sedatives when necessary. That's honestly my best advice for this area. So we'll try not to let our frenzy level go up too much. And it does go up fast, so you don't want it to, you don't want the amount to get past you without you seeing it. So I'll try to go through here, use a sedative. Alright, and here, these little guys, they're very creepy. They've got human heads. Not really worth fighting. They don't really attack you too much unless you bother them. Then over here, where you're going to trigger a cutscene, that's going to show a very terrifying creature. There we saw some very gory, covered in eyeball looking thing be released from chains and dropped down into some sort of abyss. And here there's going to be another creature that will cause some frenzy damage, and it's honestly not worth it to fight it. I say pick up the item and just, oh no, ooh, close call. Use one more sedative and try to get that item. Then we can have a choir bell, and I will explain the purpose of that in just a moment. If we run out here, hopefully get out of its sight. There we go. There's 4 sedatives left. And there's going to be a lot of items here. Blood gems, wisdom, arcane damn blood gem, great one's wisdom, great one's wisdom, more great one's wisdom, and I'm not sure if there's anything here. Here, and this is a very useful blood tinge. That's good for gun damage. Advanced knowledge. And over here, I don't believe I picked up the key, but you can actually go right back through Mikolash's arena. So I think that's pretty interesting. Now I'm going to bring us over here. Now you can only get I think a single, either you can get one blood rock per playthrough, and but you can buy one for 60, a whopping 60 insight. So if I go over here, I can get that blood rock, and we can upgrade our weapon one last time to 10. And now, and I may or may not show you that creature down there. So I'll try to make a video going back in some areas, and then this leads back to the bridge by Mikolash. So I'll finally try to take on this fella. Oh, he does a lot of damage. Try to lure him out a little bit, but not get caught in his or whatever this is. You can see how much damage he does. And he's gonna try to poison us. I'll just let him waste his quicksilver bullets. Transform my weapon, try to get a bit of range on him. I think I'll try to finish him with my gun. Here we go. And I forget what he drops actually. And a couple of sedatives. Cool. To replace some that we used. And over here, I think I'll just go through the area real quick. You know what, I actually will go down to see that beast, since this video will be a bit shorter than usual. Okay. Then there's going to be yellow backbone. That's a big chalice dungeon item. Again, I'm not going to sell those because of chalice dungeons I may do for PvP and stuff eventually. Then here, if I go through here, already went through that. I picked up these items. Can walk through these little weird metal-headed creatures. Then over here, I can go down this elevator, and this is where we're going to encounter that very strange creature. Then after that, I will use a bold hunter's mark, so we can actually fight the boss. But this is a very interesting little secret area. You can actually see it in the distance there. It's quite hard to see, but it's definitely something that'll give you a spook. Now, now we haven't gone to the area yet, but we will be able to come back to this very strange, terrifying creature and get a rune from it by doing a certain gesture. And yeah, I'm not even sure how to describe this poor being. You can kill it, but since I want to do that, I think I'm gonna leave for now. I'm sorry for that fella. Very creepy, but I love it. Alright, now I'm going to the bold hunter's mark, so we can actually fight the boss. So I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, now we can go right back to that elevator and get to this boss battle. And like I said before, this boss battle is Mergo's wet nurse. I'm not going to delve too deep into the lore, but it's basically guarding a infinite great one. You know, like the celestial beings in this game. Kind of like Rom, but in baby form, pretty much. As you can see, there are a lot of caged-headed skeletons. A bit strange, but won't complain. We can go into the arena, and we can see a pretty much a baby cradle. Right, and I'll just let the cutscene play out. we don't really get too much insight about what's going on. But this enemy, we're definitely going to need some hack and slash action. So, and it does have a pretty monstrous health bar. So I'm going to use a bleach bed pellet. Ooh, and then I'm going to use bolt paper. Now, I'm not actually sure if it's resistant to bolt paper or not, or weak to it, but might as well give it a shot. And we want to get right behind it for that attack, but I messed it up quite a lot, so. And this one, you're definitely just going to want to try to back up as much as you can. And sometimes it continues a bit more than you'd like it to. And, and she's doing this phase a bit early. Basically, you can run around the arena in this purple mist and just kind of try not to get killed. You just gotta be careful of these claws that jump out at you. You really just have to take advantage of the long pauses in between attacks, or the build-ups. And the lower the health bar, the more difficult it's going to be to get through this purple mist, but it does go away. So I advise just waiting till it's over to start attacking again, just for good measure. It can be a bit of a pain, but it can be kind of a pain and tedious, but I mean, you don't really have too much option. Right, and finally we have our one target again. And it's best to just try to get right behind the boss. I say that's the best tactic for bosses like this. It has many arms. A lot of people kind of find this an underwhelming boss battle. And difficulty-wise, I would agree, but I don't know. There's something so ominous about it. Being technically the last required boss. Of course, I'm doing all the other ones, but this is the last one you need to defeat to beat the game. So, but I honestly thought that kind of had a good charm to it. It's just it doesn't try to glorify itself, I don't think, storytelling-wise. It just leaves you to wonder. But it's not so mysterious that it's just trying to be completely uncovered. Here we go. And I think it's just best R1, L1, just over and over again. I think we can get one heavy attack in there. We can take out this enemy, Nightmare Slain. And we can see this overturned cradle thing. We just have to wait for the kind to pass over. Nightmare Slain. And 1/3 of umbilical cord. Okay. Now I'll meet you back in the Hunter's Dream in just 1 second. Okay, and now the first thing we see when returning to the Hunter's Dream is that it's on fire. Because we technically can finish the game now by going to Gearman at the foot of the tree. We can hear the doll's dialogue real quick. And, yeah, it's quite ominous, but of course I'm not going to finish it just yet. Over here I can upgrade my weapon one last time. There we go. Right, and I'll see if I have any better blood gems. Okay, this one I can put up to 81, I'll see if there are any more. Nope. Seems that's about it. And gemstones for this. This goes from 4 to a whopping 27, which I think is very helpful. Okay, and now we will see if there's anything more I can buy. And you see, I can buy another blood rock, but I'm not going to. Right? I'm going to buy 3 Molotovs to fill up my inventory here. And then the rest I'm going to use leveling up. So I'm going to put 1 in arcane so I can use some arcane items later on. And then 1 health, 1 endurance, and then the rest to skill. There you go. And I think that's pretty good. See if there's any cold blood I can use, possibly. Can use 2 kin cold blood and get nice 20,000. See how many more times I can level up. Once. Okay, that's fine by me. So I will put skill up one more time. Okay. And in the next video we will be taking on the Dark Beast Paro that we can find in Yahar'gul. And thank you for joining me today. If you would like to see more, consider subscribing. If you haven't seen my other videos on this, I have a whole playlist for it, if you'd like to see any of them. And I will be covering all the bosses in the game, including the DLC. So stick around for that. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. And thank you for being here for this video. Greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see you again soon. And leave any feedback you have in the comments. Anything you want to share, any thing you want me to improve on or cover, or any other games you want me to play. And that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you, and have a great day.